animal species and more than 3,000 species. In this untamed realm, you can expect to find peculiar phenomena and rising discoveries. Despite our technological progress, we are still weak. The came to be called is not a small river. The came to be called is not a small river. In fact, it stretches for a length comparable to the Amazon itself, measuring 6,000 kilometers. What's more, its width ranges from about 200 to 400 kilometers, which is even wider than the mouth of the Amazon River. Even though it's wider than the Amazon, the Ramsar is not a river in the traditional sense. It's more like a very broad flow of water compared to the running waters of the Amazon. So, why haven't we heard about the Ramsar River before? Because it's located about 4 kilometers below ground. Scientists managed to discover it using old oil wells and computer simulations. Number 19, Payara, the water wolf. Beneath the surface of the Amazon River basin, there's a world full of fascinating, though somewhat intimidating, aquatic inhabitants. These creatures range from harmless but looking to notorious ones, like the Payara, also known as the saber-tooth, with elongated canines that jut out from the lower jaw, measuring between 10 and 15 centimeters long. These fangs are so large that Payaras are born with special designed holes in their upper jaws to accommodate them. When it comes to appetite, the Payara doesn't hesitate in challenging meals. It's not uncommon for them to devour piranhas as part of their daily diet. These fish thrive in clear, fast-flowing waters full of currents, often found in turbulent rivers and at the base of waterfalls. Payaras are skilled at invading schools of fish, creating chaos among their prey and using their fangs as versatile tools. These teeth work like spears, able to pierce, grab, and hold onto their prey. Some victims are swallowed whole, while others face a more dramatic fate, being torn apart by the Payara's sharp teeth. Number 18, ring-shaped ditches. The landscape of the Brazilian Amazon is marked by a series of giant ring-shaped ditches. These ancient earthworks predate the very forest that now covers the region. These structures bear some resemblance to the Nazca lines found in Peru, but their purpose remains a mystery to this day, continuing to intrigue archaeologists. The question that persists is, how did ancient peoples create these rings? The answer to that is just as uncertain. There is no concrete evidence that the tools needed to create these rings existed at the time they were built. These ancient structures continue to intrigue us, reminding us of the secrets hidden in the heart of the Amazon. Number 17, the peanut-headed bug. Next, we have a strange-looking insect known as the peanut-headed bug. It's a creature that's hard to miss, thanks to its unique appearance. Its head looks exactly like a peanut, but that peanut-shaped head isn't just for show. It's a clever disguise that helps these insects ward off predators in their natural habitat. Even more intriguing is that peanut-headed bugs have a secret weapon in their arsenal. They can release a foul-smelling substance as a defense tactic, adding to their clever survival skills. These insects come in various colors that blend in with their surroundings, making them masters of disguise, which helps them avoid being targeted by other creatures. But that's not all. The peanut-headed bug has another fascinating trick up its sleeve, or rather, in its wings. It displays a pair of large fake eyes that give the impression of a bigger and more intimidating insect, scaring off potential threats. If that wasn't impressive enough, these insects also have a luminous feature that helps them glow in the dark. Despite their unusual appearance, peanut-headed bugs play a vital role in their ecosystem. They act as pollinators, helping plants grow and thrive. Number 16, Arapaima. Our list of intriguing discoveries in the Amazon jungle wouldn't be complete without the arapaima, the largest scale freshwater fish on the planet. The largest and measured 4.5 meters in length. That's an impressive size. But what's even more fascinating, its body is armored with hard, mineralized scales that serve as a natural shield against feared predators like these scales are so remarkable. Lost cities. Fawcett described a close encounter with the Maracoxi when they almost attacked his team. They managed to scare them off by firing their guns at the ground near the creature's feet, causing them to flee in panic. In 1925, Colonel Fawcett and his entire expedition group disappeared while searching for a lost city. Theories suggest that they may have been attacked by local tribes or succumbed to starvation. Some even speculate that the Maracoxi were responsible for their disappearance, although there is no concrete evidence to support this theory. Number 13, T-Rex leech. You may have heard of leeches before, but the T-Rex leech is something completely different. Don't be fooled by the name. This little animal is usually less than 2 inches long. However, its teeth are anything but small. The T-Rex leech has 8 sharp fangs, each an impressive 130 micrometers tall. To the human eye, that might seem tiny, and it is. As terrifying as it is, the T-Rex leech might have a role in the future of medicine. At the American Museum of Natural History prevent blood clot. He was omnivorous and mainly feed. There are some exaggerated swimmers claiming to have had their testicles nibbled by these fish, but these stories are likely exaggerated or even made up. In the animal kingdom, a general rule is that even seemingly harmless creatures can become defensive or aggressive when they feel threatened or their environment is disturbed. So, it's best to be cautious in the Amazon River. Interestingly, the pacu fish can be legally kept in the United States. However, these fish can grow up to 1 meter and 20 centimeters in length. Aquariums, some owners end up releasing them into nearby lakes. Number 11, Amazonian giant centipede. Centipedes can be really unsettling. Just imagine, this centipede can grow up to 30 centimeters long, which is almost a whole meter. Even more impressive is that they have a voracious appetite. They're known to take down frogs, rats, small snakes, and even birds. It's like a horror movie villain in the insect world. One particularly fascinating observation made by scientists involved a centipede hanging from the ceiling of a cave, feeding on a lifeless bat. It used some of its legs to cling to the cave ceiling, while the others held on to the bat. In about 3 hours, the centipede managed to devour around 35% of the bat's body mass. That's some impressive determination for a single meal. Fortunately, these creatures usually don't bother humans unless they feel threatened. But if you provoke one, you're in for an unforgettable experience. Their venom is no joke. It can cause intense pain, swelling. The jungles, especially the in 2015, they began collecting details about the monkey's characteristics and behavior. Eventually, they officially named it the Milton's TT monkey, in honor of Milton Tiago de Mello, a Brazilian primatologist. The high-altitude habits of these monkeys made it difficult to learn about them. They are very solitary and elusive, which made the process of recording observations quite slow. Wildlife researchers are working hard to discover more about these creatures that live in the jungle canopy, but their remote habitats continue to pose challenges. To this day, there is still much to learn about these enigmatic inhabitants of the jungle canopy. Number 9. Ancient drawings. South America was the last continent to be colonized by humans. It is believed that our ancestors ventured into this region about 12,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age. However, uncovering the history of these ancient communities has been a challenge due to the immense biodiversity of the Amazon and its lush, rainy environment. For decades, scientists have struggled to understand what life was like for these ancient civilizations, hidden deep within the jungles. But in 2017, there was a significant breakthrough. Archaeologists discovered an impressive stretch of 13 kilometers of cave drawings deep in the Colombian jungle. These hand-drawn images are believed to date back to the earliest days of human presence in the rainforest. What is truly fascinating about these drawings is that they depict various animals, including mastodon, insights into how the first humans lived in the area of extinct species. We hope to uncover more secrets. Number 8. Sansa. During the 18th and 19th centuries, European explorers ventured through South America and came into contact with cultures responsible for creating shrunken human heads, known as Sansas. These shrunken heads fascinated the explorers, leading them to trade with the local Javeroan tribes to take them as souvenirs. The historical practice of creating Sansas holds deep symbolic and spiritual meaning for the tribes that produced them. This tradition originated in the Amazon rainforest, which covers northern Peru and eastern Ecuador. The Javeroan Indians engaged in conflicts over land, resources, and hunting territories, often resulting in battles. After defeating their enemies, they would decapitate their heads and return to their communities to turn them into Sansas. This tradition was passed down through generations. Although this practice is no longer in use, it remains culturally important for the descendants of the Javeroan Indians, including 4 tribes: the Shur, Achur, Wambiza, and Aguaruna. These tribes believe that when they go hunting, these massive spiders inject neurotoxins into their prey through their long fangs.